Hello everybody, and we are back. Okay, so our dwarf has just become king, and I said his name back. I looked back at the video. His name was Aiden, and I said his name back to Aiden, but I did change his title to King of the Dwarves instead of just King. You know, since we are the only dwarven civilization in the world, he might as well be King of the Dwarves. They did finally, at some point, finish creating the stills so we can get some dwarves on brew duty, and we got 7 new dwarves who joined our fort. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have the perfect amount of bedrooms for our dwarves once we get them all figured out. So the other thing that we got in that migrant wave was a very, very good engraver who is setting to work. Rigoth here is a master engraver. So he is setting to work engraving specific areas of the fort. We also got a dabbling miner, I believe. Hopefully he brought a pickaxe with him, because if he did, he can join in the mining. If not, he's not going to have much to do. And we have 2 idlers, so I should see what that's all about. Okay, so that problem is solved after a little bit of designation of jobs. And the miners here are well at work carving away the king's bedroom, or what will end up being the king's bedroom. So can we put some doors on here? We can. Okay. We'll probably replace those doors at some point with some fancy gold ones or something like that. But for right now, that's probably going to be good. Let's build a stairway up, just because we will probably want to build another level to the king's palace here at some point. And let's see, everything else is going well. Our engraver is busy engraving, and I'm sure everyone will love that, all the dwarves. We have got a yak bull now, if we take a look, and we are going to assign him to the pasture with the yak cows and hope that they start making baby yaks. And that'll be good. That'll be really good. Really, really good. Alright. That's going well, that's going well. Basically, yeah, just letting everything happen now. Let's see, how is our charcoal production going? We've got a decent bit of it. And so we can start smelting more limonite ore, because we had to stop that when we ran out of charcoal. Okay, so these guys are busy digging the lower level out, but soon they will come up and finish off the king's room. And let's see, we're probably going to want to make the room off to the side over here his bedroom, and then make the bigger room here like his office area where he deals with people when they come by and bother him and things like that. Now soon that engraver will also get to work on engraving these bedrooms. If you see here, they are set to be engraved as well, so that will make all of the dwarves very, very happy. But we are gonna definitely have to engrave the king's room. That is going to be of the utmost importance. I'm trying not to waste time engraving a lot of walls that are going to be eventually knocked down. So that's the main reason I haven't just set him to engrave the whole thing. Let's see. These nest boxes have been deconstructed. That's all good. These turkeys are still chilling around the kitchen near their nest boxes. And we are out of plants with which we can make alcohol. we are going to need to get a farm going, aren't we? Well, alright then, let's get the farm going. After the miners dig out the king's area, which I think they have finished with, they will have to get to work digging out our farm. And once we get farming set up, then we are really going to be sitting good for food, I think, because I brought lots and lots of plump helmet spawn. In fact, let's stop him from doing anything extra right now. We will just have him dig out this first big farm area. Actually, I will scratch that and have him just dig out this other little farm area down here. Because this is probably going to actually be my farm down here, and I think this big square area in the middle will probably end up being a pasture. If we dig out and get a bunch of soil in there, we can convert it into a pasture once grass grows, and then our yaks will be able to graze inside where they won't get eaten or killed by goblins and things like that, which is always positive. So, let's see, looking around, what is this anyway? Galena, we have a bunch of that. I'm not exactly sure what that gives me, I'll look it up in a bit here. But either way, this is done. So we can place the bed of our king here, let's put it right there. And we're going to want to smooth all of this pretty quickly. Why did it not select that? Oh, that's silt. Ooh, we can't smooth that. He's not gonna like that. Alright, plan B. We're digging the king a new room over here. Let's put it over here, I guess. Yeah, we'll put it right here. And that'll be the walkway in right there. And then it'll have a little side area where he will have another room. That. And that'll be good for now. So we will get underway with that. Hopefully he won't get too pissed off while he waits. We'll have to monitor his stress levels living in this pigsty. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure his stuff needs to be engraved. He's going to be pretty picky about that, I think. So we'll have to wait, I guess. We have 2 idlers, 3 idlers. I'm going to go solve that. Alright, the idlers are taken care of. So, they are all busy doing some form of job or another. Let's build some more cage traps along our entranceway here. And let's take a look. Are there even any animals? There is one great horned owl out there, and that is it. So we don't have any local wildlife stopping by just yet, but we have our cage traps set up along the river just in case they show up. Okay, so everything is mined out around there, and they are underway with the second attempt at a king's chamber. Meanwhile, our master engraver is working away tirelessly on all of these bedroom walls to hopefully make all of our dwarves very happy. Are these all designated as bedrooms? They are not yet. I'll do that quickly. And through the magic of editing, it is done. About half of them were not yet designated, but now they are, and all of our dwarves should have bedrooms. We will dig out the next little thing in a bit, but there's another thing we have yet to do that we should have done a long time ago, and that is build that. a trade depot so that our dwarves can trade with other civilizations, other dwarves, or whatever else happens by, elves or humans. I think, yeah, we're neighbors with all of them, so they should all send caravans once we get up and going. Depending on how well their civilizations do, there may not be much in the caravans, especially now, early in the world's history. But if we look at this, we have found a lot of limonite, so that is going to be good, definitely for us. As you can see, we have got a lot of iron bars here, and we did get a very good weaponsmith. Let's see, who was he? Which one was he? I'm gonna look quickly. Right here, it was Urvad, and it's a she. And we are going to have Urvad make us a bunch of iron battle axes and spears, because we have a spearmaster dwarf, and I think we have a hammerer as well, so we'll make a couple hammers. There we are. And now, as long as we keep pumping out charcoal at an adequate pace, which we definitely seem to be doing, we will have a metal industry, and we can start getting our weapons. And I must have removed the designation of part of our barracks accidentally at one point or another. Probably, oh yeah, it was because off camera I set all of this to be engraved, and then I realized that would take a long time. I should focus on certain areas. So I removed the designation. But we can now designate all of this to be engraved here. Right there. And we're going to put a door right there, and a bed right there, with statue there and there, armor stands there and there, weapon rack, and a bunch of containers. Even though we don't have a bunch of containers yet, we will in the future. We will get some. We could really use some more migrants to come, actually. That would be nice. We should prepare the bedrooms for them. And if we could get some more migrants, that would speed up pretty much all of these random tasks that we have going on. Seem to have too much to do, slightly too few dwarves. We should, however, remove this, because we don't need this area engraved. Thank you for your efforts, but your efforts are of more use elsewhere, particularly in the bedrooms where dwarves will actually be sleeping. So there he goes, he is off. He is truly a master at his craft. The speed and skill with which he works is incredible as we watch him here, engraving not only the walls but the floor to match perfectly. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Elsewhere, we have big piles of logs outside. It's raining on our yaks, and our trade depot is not yet constructed. Hopefully someone will get around to that sooner rather than later. If not, I will task someone to it at some point, because we really want to get that up and going, even though we don't actually have a whole lot to trade yet, so I suppose it's not the biggest deal, but still. Alright, let's take a look. We have a statue of a cave swallow man in the king's room. We will probably be replacing these statues later on with other things, but the more valuable his room is, the happier he is going to be. And so he's got a statue of a carp 2. Alright, so we're gonna make this a bedroom right here. Boom. And assign it to Aiden Noram Dumat, King of the Dwarves. And that is now his bedroom. And there is no Outpost Liaison. How curious. But we have caravans who have bypassed our inaccessible site. Uh-oh. Okay, so the no Outpost Liaison thing, I think might possibly mean that the other mountain home got wiped out when our dwarf became king. Which, that might mean that we are in fact the last of the dwarves. I think that's what I've read is the cause of having no Outpost Liaison, but I can't remember for sure.